right, hello. You're going to look at my therapy window before I move the camera. So I'm going to move on with the questioning everything videos, and I'm going to be skipping ahead with the whole Maui situation that happened. It's really hard to gauge whether some of these people are truly authentic and for humanity, or if there's still some parts or bits or pieces of deception that's happening, like we could just call them controlled opposition, and still kind of steering people away from some truth. So it's really hard to know. I have a lot of opinions, but some of these people have also been extremely pro finding the truth out about Maui and talking about more of the spiritual grab part of it, which anyways, I don't know if some of their past is just like a slip up, or if, you know, they're still part of the system. So I'm not going to say this person's name, and the reason why is because every time I have tried to comment on people's YouTube channels or on their videos and guide them to this person to help start connecting the dots, my comments have immediately disappeared. Things have gotten flagged. So for this video to not get whatever flagged or reported or something, I'm just not going to mention her name, but there's other spiritual people or astrologers like myself who have been pulled more toward Christianity or Christian-based principles, or, pulled back to going to the church, and they're trying to understand why. And what I feel like is that this person, don't worry about that image here, but this person right here, her initials are JC, has been a key provider of information to understand how certain things have started to work within the realm and the system. So how I actually found her was that I was questioning the New Earth. I'm sorry, I'm trying to find my website now. Which one is it? I think that's the Mind Body Fitness. Oh my goodness. Okay, where did it go? What happened? Oh, did I go off of her website? I think I did. Oh, okay. So pretty much what has happened is I was trying to figure out the New Earth situation, and while I was trying to figure out Sasha Stone, I found a comment in one of the videos about JC, and so JC, I started looking her up, and this was one of the first videos that I listened to, which was a very comprehensive, informative video about her life and kind of how the system operates. And so when she's talked about certain hierarchy children within the system, this person's website here has her affidavits. Some of these affidavits are not revealed to the public, but they are locked and sealed in Congress. So it is extremely important information to get out. But the way, I think I have to back this up, the way that we have to start understanding is the system is a lot more complex, and once you start understanding this organizational chart, just like an organizational or hierarchical chart in the business that you work in or the company that you work for, this is happening in the planet. So there are people, whether they are in the political sphere or in celebrities in Hollywood, there are people who are operating in the system in certain positions who are trying to get the agenda pushed out. And that agenda is the root of the system is this book. She finally has come out and said it. So if you're not aware of that, you can read about these verses within their book. It's like a biblical verse, but within this book here, and you can see the very disgusting language that is used, and or these principles that are able to be used and accepted or redeemed. Now, when you're dealing with something like this is a very small percentage of that community. However, these are the ones that are, running Hollywood and all of that. So you have upper level if you think about everything like a pyramid, you know, she kind of explains you have Lucifer at top, the mother's darkness, the different priests and priestesses. Everything is going based on a quadrant base. You can listen to this interview. This is a podcast. It's not from 4 months ago. I think this is like a 2 or 3 year old podcast that has been uploaded. Somebody has taken the initiative to upload all of these different videos of her on Rumble. But if we listen here,
this is. And so once you get into the quadrants, they begin to break down by regions. You know, so it could be by state, it could be even further, you know, by city, county, things like that. So they'll be placed to a certain regional area. And the high priests and priestesses, their job is to oversee the 5 departments within their region. So those 5 departments in the system are going to be the Mormons, the Masons, the Jesuit Catholics, the Satanists, and the Kabbalah. The system wants you to believe that they're all separate, that their beliefs, their focus are all separate. Within the system, everybody's allowed to choose how they express their beliefs. So that's why we see it in all these different departments. But the truth is that all of them, over the head of them, is the Luciferian Brotherhood. And, you know, their main goal is to, you know, ensure the operations of their system and their beliefs of brotherhood.
So a lot of us have always been like, oh, they're a Mason, they're a Mason. And when you hear that and start really reflecting on human history and how people have come to hate religion because of what has happened within the Catholic Church and the priests and all the little boys, a lot of that, you know, occurred or really started getting revealed, in like the 90s and maybe the early 2000s. You can start to understand that none of this is rooted to God, and you know, organizations like that have completely trashed Christianity. I do think that those prosperity teachers and those mega churches are rooted to satanic realms as well. It would be kind of interesting to hear a take on that from somebody like her. But this information. So once again, the system is like an octopus wrapping its tentacles around your local community, your local, your nation, the planet. I do really recommend reviewing some of her affidavits. I think they're extremely enlightening. She's on quite a few channels talking about, I didn't want that one to go through. Talking about a lot of, you know, how the system is working. She's revealed a lot of names. There's things that has to come out in bits and pieces. And I was very skeptical of her at first because I'm like, how is she still alive? But this foundation is going to be extremely important, and hopefully in this next video, you'll be able to understand some of my questioning on Maui. Thank you.